And there's Chibop. You know, it's just crazy what they ask of him to do, but they talked about this, our analysts before, about how flexible DWG-Kia is. They can really swap between roles. So now Chibop going to be on the Sage, not the Jet. So it's pretty fascinating. Texture's going to be moving over to the Jet, and we know this guy's nuts no matter what. Secret on the Raze. So this is like a hugely different lineup. Kelly's still on Brim, and Eugene's still on Sova, but, you know, again, you're asking these three players to be able to do a lot of different things.
I mean, it's a flashless comp from the side of Damwon, so it's a a fairly major transition for them.
True.
To try to move over to this, but what we saw basically from them just 2 days ago, so same composition. Let's see if they can pilot it a little bit better this time.
There really aren't a lot of slashes or flashes in general. I mean, you have Cobra on the Omen.
Yeah,
that's it. So this is, you know, if you don't like playing with flashes, I guess this is your match.
Plenty of smokes, though.
Yep.
You've got, Poison Orb from JoJo, as well as all these dark covers that Cobra can be laying down. Kelly, for now, just going to be sitting up top here. Second floor on the site.
Could shoot and switch right into that Incendiary. Catch him pretty well.
Let that Molly go. Chibop, throwing down the wall, trying to get these right clicks. That's going to be a fake on the plant. As Kelly pushes out, will get taken out. Cobra finding the kill and not really receiving too much damage. Chibop does manage to find Lawrence as the spike gets planted. Will heal himself back up. Now swapping over onto the Ghost. It all comes down to Damwon for the attempt on the retake. Let's see if they can make it happen. Everybody from the side of APE hovering back over here towards green and yellow. Nade will clip Cobra, chunking him out quite a bit, and that sets up for Secret to find the shots. They'll follow up for a second one. JoJo with the poison will manage to find one, but that's going to be Damwon taking the pistol round yet again.
Yeah, fantastic work here by Chibop with that wall, using that zip line above it to try to get those right clicks. He buys a lot of times. It's a good poison cloud in return that goes through that wall. It forces Chibop back a little bit, but Chibop is able to pick up a Ghost in the meantime and start just doing some serious work there. Good paint shells around the corner of the back of yellow to back them up, give them more space, more time. That's what I thought Kelly might do with the Molly from up top, but he just got outdueled by Cobra there, so he was never able to really do it. But the problem with yellow is it is very vulnerable to things like the paint shells and the Molly because there isn't as much space back there as you think. Ow, Lawrence. That hurts. But you can heal yourself. It's okay. You're Sage.
Yeah.
It's K.
Yeah. They'll get close to being topped up.
Not
65
fully.
HP, not going to be too great, so we'll have to wait for that next CD to come in. Just kind of hope that nobody else takes any damage. Otherwise, he'll never actually really be able to top himself up.
Takes a little while. You only get 2 of them per round, basically.
Elbay creeping forward. Sheriff drawn, still fully set up here for our AP. They'll start to make their way in. Wall comes up, Texture chunking that down. Push on the corner, Lawrence is ready with the Bucky. Does manage to find one, but Texture trades it back. Spike rotating out through main. Wall's gonna come up on mid, and it looks like they're gonna try to take this either into or under it. Looks like the Viper will be playing around that side while they go deep around through green.
Eugene had a good opportunity coming through the smoke right by pipes there, but isn't able to quite get it going down. There's that wall you talked about, cutting off a lot of mid right through tubes. So that's going to keep Chibop not looking the right way. JoJo, pretty easy for him to find that shot right underneath tubes.
Yep, Kelly is prepared on the back of the ping that came through from Texture. Says, yep, I've seen him. He's right here. Smoke's now going to get called down. Cutting off that cross vision from green to yellow. You still have Slash playing up top, so can get a little bit better line of sight. Throws out the recon bolt. Eugene moving forward into the smoke to avoid getting tagged by it. Well, they can just keep holding this spike up. They just get it. I mean, like, what are you going to do? There's so much protection here from the side of Damwon, APE. Losing out on that many members early, not having the Viper there. They just can't adequately protect.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, and DWG-Kia is just swarming from so many different sides. There's a lot of smokes to obscure their movements as well. They're landing their shots with the Spectres. It's tough. It's tough to ever win when you're on the eco side of that second round. Everybody knows it. When the other team has those Spectres and those armors, and you need to save up for this third rifle round, it's tricky for sure. So right out the gate this time, the poison wall going to be set up right down the middle there, cutting off a lot of that vision through there. And so for them, they're going to kind of fan out in both directions. They're leaving the spike in the back, so not going to commit hard to anything on this one as APE to start. They're looking to find a weakness in DWG-Kia, try to exploit it.
Get moved up right against the wall. Single teleport was used. G-Bop still opting to play quite far forward here. Pushes out. Oh man, gets Cobra as he pops up over top of the box. A great headshot there. And that eliminates so much utility here for the side of APE. All of those additional smokes, the paranoia, the only flash that they have available, now going to be gone. Drone does move forward, manages to tag JoJo here at tube.
I like that G-Bop doesn't get over-aggressive on that push around the corner. He gets the one and he backs way up towards the spike site, because there was a lot of utility that was used by APE to make sure he was displaced, and so he doesn't take any damage, doesn't reveal his location at all. So that makes this a lot harder for APE. They have no idea.
They might not be ready for him to be pushed up here on that high ground.
Yep.
Spike now getting rotated around, however, so it seems like he's not going to get the opportunity to go for the jump. Whereas Eugene, lurking in mid, absolutely could catch the stage off guard. He pushes out off screen. Yeah, you can see Lawrence does get taken out. Spike trying to advance forward. JoJo manages to open things up, eliminating Secret. He moves forward, out through the poison cloud, manages to find one, but he cannot quite line up the second, so will just be the defuse coming in. They get 2 guns away from Damwon, making it a little costly, but Damwon still persevering, finding 3 rounds in a row.
Yeah, they're firmly in the driver's seat of this one now. After winning the third rifle round, that puts APE in a huge disadvantage economically, and it's not as bad to be economically disadvantaged on the defender side. I mean, it's always going to be easier to defend, but at the end of the day, it's much harder on the attacker side. So we'll see what they're going to go for. They're force buying here. They really feel like they got to start turning this around right now. You can see half shields coming through for them. No money left after this. They're full on going for it. You'll oftentimes see teams after losing the rifling round just go right back to trying to save, but they really feel like they got to do it now or never.
Well, this is such a gambit run. Recon Bolt does manage to spot one. G-Bop pulling back as he does get located as well. Sloan just going to be lobbed in around the corner. Spike still not picked up. It's a general push forward here from the side of APE, trying to get some damage in. They do get a couple of taps onto G-Bop in secret. It forces a heal out, putting that one on cooldown as G-Bop plays well down below, but takes so much damage. Just clipping him through the wall.
JoJo just snuck up tubes. He just got missed by the owl drone from Eugene, but his secret's ready for him anyway.
Yeah, manages to find the kill. That heal still not going to be available for quite some time, so we'll have to hover around half HP. But it has the showstoppers. If they try to press the corner, he might be able to just completely shut this down. Should he try to use it? Res available from Lawrence, but really get into a position to try to use it here. So very low as he gets in behind the box. They spot him out. Kelly just barely can't line it up, but he'll do him one better. Finds Halbay, taking his head off. Follows up for a second, and there's the finish. His slash will be the last one to get dropped. And Damwon, they are on a roll. That force not really paying out the way that APE was hoping.
Yeah, that's an awkward spot to be in. It's really hard to get good angles onto Kelly because of the way that wall lines up. You're really tough to come around that corner without exposing yourself to the people that are above you in that kitchen, coming out of that kitchen. It's really, really hard. So, for APE Prince, there just weren't enough, smokes or other things available to obscure those angles, and Kelly he knows it. He can work the back line of this, wait for the assist from his teammate, just buy all the time in the world.
Around the corner. Oh my God, that is such value. Forces the res here from Lawrence. Cobra still going to be hovering low. Texture gets a fantastic headshot onto Halbay, who is, one of the biggest fraggers that we had for APE on Bind.
Yep.
They shut him down. I mean, we saw him basically playing entry Cypher.
Oof.
Yeah, not quite hitting the accuracy there with the daggers, but Secret sitting up top, still doing some wonderful stuff.
Secret.
He does have it ready, but maybe he wants a bigger opportunity for it, so it does hold on to it. Does get clipped by the Sheriff headshot. but it doesn't really matter. The rest of the team is more than capable of holding this down. Cheebop lurking around the back, spots Lawrence, says, yeah, he's basically dead.
Woo! There you go, Lawrence.
Okay.
How about another one? Not quite. He can heal himself. I guess he has res. I mean, okay, so it's a 3v1. If he can find the space to get a decent res going, he doesn't have his wall, though, so it makes it a little trickier, of course. Sometimes you'll want to block off the area. He's like, kind of looking around for it. There's 30 seconds left, so he's got to get pushing, but there's a good crossfire set up from DWG-Kia. This is going to be near impossible.
Yep. And they just go ahead. Goes for the repeat, gets the kill. Damwon making it work. You know, could have gone for the res, still would have been outgunned, and likely would have gotten rushed from all angles as soon as that does go off. So really crappy situation to be in there for Lawrence, and just can't really get much done. It's a good headshot, though.
Yeah, that was a great shot with the Sheriff, but this is rough right now. I mean, that's just fantastic shooting by Secret. He just has such a good angle there. I almost said texture, but I'm like, no.
They have swapped.
They have swapped. I mean, again, this is kind of interesting. We've been talking about throughout, one of the big storylines throughout this entire event has been the flexibility or inflexibility of teams. Like, some teams just do the same thing all the time. You know, that steel wall versus that, you know, bend or break style and texture. Gonna get rid of the bot. Secret, he doesn't need to worry about that dart. He's gonna try to use it for bait. Up here on pipes is JoJo.
Hasn't spotted him. They'll hear that shot flying through. Halbit again. One of the first ones to fall. Secret now pushing forward. Can't quite get the transfer spray, however. The res will come through, bringing Cobra back into the fight. But here's Eugene! Back-to-back headshots flying through. Spots the gun of one, pushes the corner, looks for Cobra, but can't quite finish him off. Kelly, however, will find Lawrence. Just like that. It's a 2v1. Cobra gets himself up top. He's looking around. Clears the inside of the site. Can he even try to go for a plant? The answer is no. Presses the corner. Cheebop is waiting, and this is catastrophic for APE. Damwon on such a huge win streak right now.
Yeah, it's really tough. It's really tough, man. And they're trying. They're fighting tooth and nail, and they never spot out Secret with that recon dart. They think that or the arrow. They think the whole thing's open more or less. But Secret's just never revealed his position up on top of pipes. He only picks up one, but that's good enough. You have to react. Everybody on AP just spins and turns at him at the same time because they're like, whoa, there's somebody up here. And that buys enough time there for Eugene to get in position and pick up a big double. And it's every second counts. Every second counts in Valorant. And Secret again comes out, gets the opening kill onto Halbe.
Halbe cannot afford to have this happen, especially back towards the spawn. JoJo does manage to find one. Will throw down the poison orb. Ready to trigger that whenever he needs to. Follows up for a second kill. Kelly dead. Cheebop eliminated. 2v4, and it looks like finally APE might be putting themselves on the board. That being said, Texture's still alive. Still have to be a bit concerned. Takes a shot through the wall. Lines up Cobra. Gets chunked out to 58.
We'll see. It's not over with Texture still alive and Secret. Secret's going to go down to Lawrence, though. Texture poking around the corner. Going to check yellow. Throws a smoke over there to check the top above him. He knows somebody's there, but Lawrence has just good timing there. Texture wasn't quite ready for that exact moment. Texture just looked away. Lawrence walks across the bridge, picks it up. There you go. There we go. Now there's a win. Now the comeback begins for APE.
Well, that's certainly what they're hoping for and banking on. But speaking of banks, I mean, the wallets right now on the side of Damwon have just been very well lined.
All ults up as well.
Yes, that's the other thing. They have not really been forced to use anything. Lawrence does almost have, given that he just got 3 kills in that last round, does nearly have that extra res available. So fairly fast turnaround on it, but obviously would much prefer to not have to use it at all. He can just keep his teammates from dying. For now, Halbe not playing up over towards A, not giving line of sight for the moment, so maybe he will actually be able to survive this time. I say that, but here's Secret. So, sorry, Halbe, didn't mean to curse you, but you shouldn't have pushed in.
This is tough for Halbe. Secret just has his number right now. He just has him dialed in every time. That's frustrating. It happens, but
spot on the one. Boost up over the top, gets the kill on the Cheebop. That's going to call for the spike to be rushed over by JoJo. 4 ults available here for APE to try and defend. Hunter's Fury, one of them. But as soon as that Hunter's Fury comes out, you could just see an orbital strike invested by Kelly.
No smokes, though, for APE. They already used him early to kind of fake a B push. They never used it. Secret up over the top with that. Oh, Lawrence could step up there, catch a Secret with the paint shells out.
Yeah, good little counter push, and Lawrence will be able to heal himself, so slowly ticking back up. There's the res onto JoJo. Hunter's Fury coming through, trying to catch them. Texture manages to find Slash in the meantime. As the orbital strike will come through, just further delaying, making sure that they cannot get the spike down. There's no time to rotate over towards the A site, but Cobra does happen to have this ultimate, so will be able to plant this. So a nice little boon for them. But can they interrupt the reinforcements? Texture waiting, misses the shots!
Ooh.
Cannot finish off Lawrence. 3 more kills for him in the round thus far. Now a 2v3 attempted retake over towards A. Cobra barely gets himself back into the smoke in time as they arrive. Start making their way in onto the side. Eugene, even paranoid, will manage to find one, but he's not quite prepared for Lawrence to be around the corner. But do we potentially see an ace with this defense?
Sage ace, I want to see it. Kelly's going to take a little damage. Whoa, there it is.
Huge play from Lawrence. Comes up with the ace to get AP their second round.
That was sick from Lawrence. We talked about he's one of those players on APE Prince that kind of, as he goes, the team tends to go, let's see if now this is going to be the actual comeback. I said it a little tongue-in-cheek last round. Now, with the way Lawrence played in that last round, I tell you what, I mean, he's already almost halfway back up to another res. I mean, just crazy good stuff from him. That was that was a really nice from the shadows. I mean, that's how you use it. When you know that the other team is fully committed to your push and there's not a lot of time left on the clock, you put the other team in such a bad position.
Yeah, desperate times, desperate measures, but they make the best of it. And Lawrence comes up huge. Still a long ways to go as we're here in round number 9, but if APE could start a little bit of a streak and, get close to tying us up, potentially make this a 6-6, suddenly, as they get ready to go on the defense, things look rather good. Maybe they would be able to win this out.
I believe Achilles. I'm feeling it.
Oh, Kelly. Missing those shots. Sees the drop down. Chibop in the meantime finds Cobra back over as he was poking out past Yellow. Wall comes up. To block off a decent amount of line of sight here. Lawrence wraps all the way around. Can he actually spot around? Can he make it through? The answer is no. He's trying.
I wonder if he heard Chibop doing stuff over there. Well, JoJo. No. JoJo, no.
Yeah, he's going to fall. And they basically have to commit in for this right now. Spike dropped over at green. Will get picked up by Halpe, but Slash has no HP. His healing orb is available. You would expect Lawrence maybe to just turn around and heal his Sova, but hasn't managed to do that so far. There we go.
Need healing.
Well, here comes Eugene. Up on the corner, draws out with the classic, manages to gun him down. Dart tossed out, but it doesn't matter. Kelly is ready for the alley-oop. Gets the finish, 7-2. The streak going to be cut short here for APE.
Eugene, 2 bullets. That's all he needs out of that classic. That's huge. Huge play from him. And Lawrence is doing a great job there, being extremely patient on the backside of that wall. Never let go of that angle. Catches Chibop sleeping because of it. I'm not sure if Chibop realized his wall hadn't fully blocked him off back there or just forgot, because he backed right up into that. To be fair to Lawrence snuck behind, there very nicely, was never detected as well. So that's a big part of it, of course. But that's still not quite enough here for APE Prince. They gotta try and find another way to get a couple more rounds in a row going here to have a solid app.
I hear a Guardian Cobra holding on to that one here for now. Boombot not going to get any real value.
Slash has one
scouting. Oh, yeah. Lockdown going to be used. They know that the Hunter's Fury is not going to be available again for Eugene. So feel safe enough to go ahead, throw this down. Now can advance forward onto the A side. Secret trying to make sure that there's not going to be any cut across in mid. Eugene comes down through tube, and now they'll look to wrap around and surround the members of APE from a main. Spots one. There's JoJo gone. Needs to be the one to hold those angles. Over, however, with the Guardian, manages to snipe. Zooms in, and Halpe, there we go, finally. Starts to come alive. Finds 2 kills. 2v3 for the attempted retake. They get onto the spike for just a moment, but now Texture loses his head. Cobra doing some solid work with the Guardian. Paranoia does not connect. Kelly, oh man, just beams straight in onto his skull. Goes for the tap onto the spike, wants to see where the Killjoy's at.
Good shoulder check.
Wants to try to hold this to half, but holds it just a little bit too long. Halbay will find 3 kills on the round, getting him back up towards halfway for the next lockdown, and APE. As the pendulum swings, they put another round on the board.
That's a really nice move there by Halbay with that shoulder check. He doesn't have to commit to that just yet. He knows it could be a fake. Either way, he's going to get the information. That's a really good spot to be in. Just really, really well done on that round by Halbay. He really needed to have a good one there. He was struggling. 4 and 9 there, 3 kills. So he was 1 and 8 before that. Oh yeah. Boy, that's good though for Halbay. I was gonna say.
Oh man,
what the?
Thank you, observers. That was a disgusting shot.
Jesus, Cobra. That was good. I was a little worried there for APE. It was like with JoJo falling on that back. I thought, oh boy, here we go. But there's JoJo getting a good one, getting the opening kill into Kelly. Halbay up top. Top just looking. Yeah, he knows someone's down there, but this time around, at least he's not getting picked off early.
All right, well, wall forward. Plant coming down. Eugene, the only one at the B side at the moment, waiting for the reinforcements to come in from Texture and Secret. Everybody just going to be pulling back over towards green and yellow. Drone will come out from Eugene. Seeing what he can find, but everybody going to be playing around these. Finds the site pretty well. Lawrence shows himself long enough just to go ahead and finish off the drone. Shots down, Texture falls. Wall's broken, but good luck getting to the spike. Poison down on top of it as well, just to really ensure this spike goes off. Retreat starting to come in. Cobra will find Secret. Eugene wants to save his gun. Maybe catch somebody in mid, but the wall will come up. He'll push through this. Spike detonation will finish off Cobra, but off screen. On our monitors, we see it. Eugene does get eliminated as we get ready to go into the final round of the half.
I mean, if you pick up this last round in particular, you're going to feel real good going into the next half here as APE. 7 and 5 on the attacker side. I think Icebox is pretty well balanced, honestly, between both sides. There's a lot of room to maneuver for either direction. You're not really kind of forced into certain, like split. You know, split, you only have so many options on split. On Icebox, there's a lot more angles to check. It's a lot more open. It's a lot more, things on the map, like boxes and other stuff that you can kind of work with. So I think definitely APE feeling pretty darn good about this right now. Chibop trying to do what he did earlier, getting a pick around the corner, not able to find it. Going to shoot down that owl drone. He's going to wait it out as they do get a spot on a couple members of APE there.
Yeah, playing up like that with a Guardian, always going to be a little bit risky, so good for him to go ahead and pull back. 3 members pushed up. Long rotation coming through to match 4 members here on the site. Halbay, JoJo still hovering around A with a spike drop just outside of the attacker's spawn. So APE keeping their options open right now as far as where they want to go. They do have that from the shadows as well.
DWG-Kia's got to be careful they don't overcommit. They've got a lot at B right now, and this is a big moment. Losing Texture there, that completely opens up the A site.
Yeah, it doesn't get too much damage done there from the shadows from the Omen just to go ahead and rejoin. The Viper's Pit going to be thrown in. Cut off the site. Deny vision away. Secret's the first victim to be claimed now by JoJo. Plan starting to come in. That's going to be the orbital strike called through. Won't find any damage onto Lawrence, and a shock dart from Slash will get rid of Texture. Now Kelly gone. Push around the side, cheap up, gets dropped. Halbay tries to spray through, but that will just be the cleanup. 5-7 for APE. Flawless final round in the half. Can they make it work as they get ready to move over to the defense?
Heck yeah, they can. Just they were adapting very nicely. They're learning. They just kind of picked up some confidence. All it took was one win, and all of a sudden, they went 5-1 towards that second half of that. So that is the second half of the first half. So they did really, really nice there. That's just really good adjustments, much more patient, leaving the spike behind, not just like hard committing to things. Utilizing that poison wall at the beginning didn't really seem to help them too much. It didn't really fool DWG-Kia. I saw them try to get JoJo in weird positions, but he just wasn't able to outduel his opponents. He was constantly being the one getting outdueled, trying to get in those flank positions, coming up through tubes in the kitchen, hanging out on the backside of A, but the end of it, just some huge plays from Lawrence and some just Halbei finally coming alive. Really, really turned the tide there for APE.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great finish from him. You know, those last few rounds from, you know, being the consistently first picked person to then, you know, coming in, getting these multi-kills in the rounds was a really great turnaround from him. Needs to have that much impact when it comes down to the defense. And I think that he'll have, you know, a much better time going for the Killjoy, can have those defensive setups prepped and trying to take over a site by himself. So we'll see where APE wants to send him. But Damwon, if they want to get this 2-0, they need to strap in. 6 more rounds is all they need. But APE are hot on their heels.
Well, I guess the difference, besides the one you just talked about, and you make a really good point here with there being no Cypher or Killjoy available, made the defense maybe a little bit more difficult for DWG-Kia, but they at least have flashes with the Omen, so I guess that kind of helps a little bit. Not a ton. It's not the end of the world. I'm a little surprised we didn't see somebody go for Skye with. I think Skye has such a good ability to kind of utilize these tough corners on the A site in particular. Get her guiding lights and the trailblazers around them and really get a lot of info.
Well, poison wall used defensively. Gotta force them through is JoJo with his frenzy, just trying to melt down the wall. Texture taking a bit of damage. Will receive the healing orb here from Chibop. Spike planted, and they all pull very far back away from the site. Wall comes up. Oh, up on the ropes. Drop down there from Secret. The nade not going to find too much value. Lawrence finds 2. The nade will finish off 1 in the end. And it all comes down to Kelly. Suddenly a very explosive start to the round here. This is 1v2. Cobra holds the angle, pushes across the side, finishes him off, and that is APE with the pistol round this time.
Great confidence from Cobra to push up there, get himself in the off angle that Kelly, because Kelly has to check 2 angles there. He has to check the one where Cobra was, and then the follow-up on the other side. And Cobra knows that, puts himself in the tougher angle to adjust to, gets that kill at the end. I'm a little bit kind of, I don't like what Secret did there. I thought he could have thrown those Pate shells and bought more time.
Yeah, I thought he was going to jump off the nest, but instead rode the...
I don't know what that,
But now this is very much an all-in. They have a force coming through.
Stingers.
Stingers across the board. Just looking to hit this A site hard and fast. We'll see if this is going to work out for them this time. Nade's down below. JoJo finds 1. Chibop gets dropped. Texture trading 1 back, trying to even the odds as best as possible. He's got 2 HP remaining. Now Kelly is gone. The headshot. JoJo is just holding it down. Halbei with an Ares finishes him off, and the force from the Singers does absolutely nothing for Damwon.
Yep, they're ready. It does not fool APE at all. I mean, it's not too surprising to see a team go for something a little crazy on that second round, and DWG-Kia tries to change it up a bit, tries to do something a little bit different, and it just doesn't pay off, and APE picks up a huge win there, because that economically devastates DWG-Kia. Now they have to go for a save round, and now they have to, they got to go for the Sheriffs, and even it goes for Chibop, but...
Yeah, so it's not even a full save. They're still putting money down, you know, in addition to their utilities, so still are spending quite a bit.
It's a save-ish round.
Sure. I mean, like, it's still, I'd still classify this as save. I'm just saying, like,
sure.
You know, after going for a force in the Stingers, you'd think maybe they'd just say, okay, you know what, let's just go for classics and, you know, kind of throw this one away and then bounce back into it.
Yeah,
but
you know what's weird? Most people just kind of stop doing that. They just, like, they're like, well, Sheriffs, they all, like, at least in Korea, I like talking to some of the players. Oh, hold that thought.
Eugene is wrecked right now.
Oh, boy.
TP will take Cobra over to the side. Texture does manage to get him in the end, though. As Halbei, aware that there's about to be a raise somewhere lurking behind. Ball comes up. Kelly, all on his lonesome, is just chilling out here on the A site. Is he ready for the shot? Nope. Doesn't get a hit in. The spike is still down outside of A.
I would have liked to see Kelly be just patient behind that wall, maybe wait it out a bit, see what's, wait for a spike plant either on one side or another. Texture with a really nice headshot there. JoJo picking up his 3rd. JoJo is just a monster over there. Slash gonna get Texture. And it's all down to 1.
Yep, this is all just hunt, try to get some guns, you know, kill as many as we possibly can with these sheriffs, try to get the one taps. So still kind of just sacking the round. They know that, you know, the odds of them being able to close this out are going to be slim to none. So Eugene's going to be lurking around, waiting, looking for somebody that he can shoot or get shot by.
Yeah, he didn't even have the gun out there. Wasn't ready for Lawrence to be up top. And I would have rather seen Kelly just be patient. He got behind that wall. He could have utilized that smoke against the poison there with that poison cloud. But it is what it is. And DWG-Kia is struggling in the second half, and APE has taken their lead.
Yeah,
it's 8-7.
I was gonna say what it is a 6-round win streak for APE between, you know, the end of the half and now coming into the second. So momentum is very much on their side. DWG needs to just figure out how to throw a wrench in the gears.
Well, it's tough. Like you were talking about, man. There's no flashes for DWG. So getting into sights is just going to require great execution on your shooting and any like throwables and other things. That's all you got. You don't even have a lot of smokes. I mean, yeah, you've got the brim, but we haven't really seen them use it too much. They don't seem to be confident in where to place the sky smokes. See if they can get it done this time.
2 smokes coming down. Paint shells into the back corner to try to clear that angle. They'll see that no one is there. Poison used in case somebody wants to try to wrap around, get underneath the rafters. Not to happen. Oh, Jojo just spams through the wall, finishes off Chibop before the spike can get planted. Answering wall now coming up. Texture pushes forward. Managed to find one. Finds 2. That's going to drop the pit down. Slash is there to capitalize on Texture as the poison goes away. But 3-2. DWG with an advantage. Can they close out the round?
See what Kelly's got in store. He's going to be peeking the angle. He's jiggle peeking, seeing what's going on over there. Eugene in the back. There goes the paranoia here. Let's see if they're able to lock this down. He's going to get a little assist now. Good double peek. Good follow-up from Secret there to get Cobra. Oh. Another one up over the top for Eugene. Halbe is going to get taken down by Kelly.
Yep, completely surrounded. Like that they don't continue to try to, ego peek there from Eugene. Pulls back, lets the rest of the team come out. Get the kill that way rather than, potentially give his gun over, lose his life. They play that one out patiently. 8-8 tied up. DWG finally stopping the bleeding after such a massive win streak there from the side of APE, but can they keep moving forward? Money for the most part, a bit weak here for the side of APE. We will be seeing a Marshall, looks like, here for Halbe, Judge for Cobra, but defensively, not the worst weapons you could ever have.
That's a great call by Kelly to get Secret over there. Just good timing on that. Let's see if Halbe find anything with this Marshall. I don't even think. Oh, Kelly's ready. Cobra tries to be sneaky. No way.
Great read. Kelly completely shutting it down. Not even giving him an opportunity. They have the amp field thrown down. That increased fire speed as Texture rather gets himself up here on top of Yellow. Spots one over by Snowman. Jojo will manage to finish him off. Lawrence holding firmly up top. Gets rid of Chibop, puts the spike down onto the ground, throws out a heal onto himself as well. Turret chipping away, Secret taking a ton of damage. Suddenly, it is a 3v4 attempted retake, and Lawrence could just try to make it, even things up a little bit more here because that res is available.
Yeah, Jojo tries to get a snake bite behind Yellow, pays the price for it, and Lawrence has been spectacular. Here onto this Sage, and look at this wall angle for him. Oh, he gets Secret, but Secret gets him.
Yeah, it does manage to find the one. Halbe trying to go for the shot. Just a nice little amount of HP here to try and bring this one through. That's going to be the orbital strike solo in onto Slash, but Kelly still needs to deal with Halbe, who is ready. Swapped over with the Phantom, gets the finish. APE back in the lead.
That was a really nice round for them, and Halbe, even though he wasn't able to do much with that Marshall early on, still coming up big at the end of the round, finding some huge success on the defender side, which you would expect a little bit more with the with the Killjoy. That's kind of more your bread and butter. It's going to be on the defender side, but really Jojo has been fan-friggin-tastic on the defender side as well. This is such a defense-heavy comp for AP Prince. We should also talk about that. With that Viper, with that with the Killjoy, even with a Sage, it makes it extremely difficult to push.
Yeah. I mean, and Halbe really smart with the turret placement on that last one. Just slapping it down. right in that opening, so nobody can really get across. It got that chip damage coming through onto Kelly. He was forced to just have to deal with the turret before he could even try to rotate up towards the site itself.
Yeah, the angle made it tough to shoot the turret. It was
too.
so thin that you had to get it through.
Really, really well placed. Texture just finishing off the drone, hiding in underneath of green for the moment. Two members still situated here over towards B. The rest of the team starting to inch up over at A. Recon will get finished off.
There's a poison wall being set up at A. Kind of like you were mentioning, APE kind of sniffing out that maybe it was going to be at least being thought about trying to get through to A. Cobra going to teleport back over. Ooh, that's going to activate the turret for a brief moment there. I think that might have been somebody coming through mid, potentially.
Yeah, secret here.
Yep.
Pulling back. This will be the full reroute into the A side. Poison wall going back up. Refreshed here by JoJo. Finds Chibop on a flank. Huge kill. Now the wall coming up. They're just going to have to try to brute force their way through this. And then deal with the two members currently situated here by the site. Lawrence manages to lock down one. Eugene gone. Secret trades it back. Cloudburst coming through. Texture wary of somebody pushing in from above him. Kelly eliminated from the side as they break out through A. Texture trying to play this one patiently, but gets spotted. Slash comes back around with the judge. Finishes him off. That'll be the defuse, and APE are just 3 steps away from taking us to a map 3.
Yeah, with the way he turned to face to go up the zip line, he catches just enough of Texture, comes down there, finishes the job. It's just so hard right now.
Should have shot me while you had the chance.
That's the classic villain mistake. You give the opponent too long to do stuff. Although I don't really think Texture had any plans of monologuing. Try to buy time there. It was, he couldn't explain his plan fully before it was realized. It's hard, man. You got to do something to displace these rafters. I mean, with JoJo being up there, he's just such a nuisance.
Yeah.
Whether that be somebody on belt just winning the shots against him, or I don't know, some kind of it's hard to get utility up there like paint shells and other things because it's hard to get them to land on the rafters proper.
Oh. But spotted, JoJo spamming through, finds Secret. Great one-way vision.
Yep.
Absolutely huge. Now Lawrence boosted. Chiba pushes the corner with the Bucky out. Just managed to find one, but JoJo is just locked down here in the back of side. Presses forward. Kelly will take his head off here with the Sheriff shot. But 1v3, this is a bit wanting for him. Here's the drone. Goes for the re-peek, just finishes that off. Does not get tagged up.
Run. This is going to be awkward for Kelly. I mean, the spike is inside, so he has to push his way through. We're going to try to use these smokes against him. Thinks he hears something, or at least feels the pressure. Goes for a couple shots, maybe trying to bait people a little bit closer to him. Cobra knows he's in there. He has pretty good sense.
Saying, yep, he's made his way through. Kelly now going to look to peek. Cobra is ready. APE keeping it going, back on a little mini streak now. This is 3 in a row. Can they just get 2 more to close it out? DWG-Kia need to stop this bleeding. They need to turn the tides into their favor if they want to avoid going into that map number 3.
Yeah, they're left scratching their heads a little bit. They're just not sure what they can do, and I don't know if it's going to be maybe try to put some pressure into mid, get something done that way, try something sneaky, get into tubes, or maybe come through boiler. We'll see exactly what DWG-Kia's changeup is going to be. Right now, they haven't found any answers. They've tried slowing up the pace, really just keeping things hidden, trying to poke through both sides, see if they can get a pick, but nobody on APE is really giving them any opportunities to get anything going. Again, these one-way poison clouds, so smart from JoJo, really lets him see everything that comes through the middle here, and you can even, with Slash coming through, it's going to get the dart. And, ooh, Kelly, though, finally, somebody does something about JoJo.
Huge.
Opportunity.
Well, Lawrence going to get into a position up top there to get the res. Looks like the answer is going to be no. Wall will come up. Spike being welcomed forward as pushes in, looks for the finish, and Lawrence is going to be the one that comes out on top. Throws the heal in onto himself. Kelly comes around the side, however, does manage to find that kill. Halbei will finally finish him off, but not for taking himself down to 30 HP. Lockdown going to be used. Hunter's Fury comes out.
Gets it.
Lockdown, yep, does get destroyed. Dash over to the side. Texture staying alive. The showstopper. Chucked in. Dead, though, is Halbei before the rocket can explode, but it is going to be DWG-Kia able to pick up the round. 11-9, within touching distance, but this is still so very tight between the two teams.
Yeah, again, they get JoJo down, and that's the biggest part of this. Once they have him dealt with, it seems like they can really do a lot more. Chibop whiffed a bit on Lawrence there. Had he been able to pick that up, that would have been way easier for DWG-Kia. He knew Lawrence was there, just couldn't quite get the spray to go. And now, in DWG-Kia, they have an opportunity. There's still plenty of time. Got to get it going. But for them, the economy, well, it's not terrible. They have a little bit of money in the bank, and so does... I didn't quite catch the economy there for APE, but I imagine it's okay-ish.
I mean, given the win streak they've been on.
You would think so.
Yeah, it should be all right.
That is, look at how annoying this is. Look at all this green. It's like St. Patrick's Day. That's coming up tomorrow, I think, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Well, so yeah, we have the poison in honor of St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, perfect. Ooh, I thought maybe Cobra was going to get clipped there, but Texture not quite reacting in time to try to shut him out. Gets that ult to our power over. We'll be one away from the Blade Storm. Lawrence not playing in a boosted spot. Didn't go for the wall. Wasn't able to get full armor either, but maybe it doesn't matter. Chibop and Eugene have both fallen. Spike still moved up, and Kelly,
they got to
counter the shreds.
this.
He spots it. Yep, JoJo.
They got to counter smoke this. They can't just let themselves have these one-way smokes where JoJo just wrecks them. I mean, that's just... You got to do something else.
Yeah, they are just getting destroyed. Texture now down, 24 HP. APE looking to lock in this 12th round win and at least guarantee themselves overtime. For that, Damon would have to make a 3-round run after this. Texture showing his back to the stage for a moment, tries to go for the shot, whiffs it. Cloudburst comes down. He wants to get the plant, but they can just spray through. He's already so very low. APE, one away from taking us to a map 3.
Now, JoJo sounds like a good name. Definitely for a gorilla. I feel like that's something like a zoo would name one of their gorillas. No
JoJo the gorilla?
Yeah, man.
I mean, we have, technically, I mean, if you look at the names, we have Donkey Kong versus Ape.
You're absolutely right. I hadn't thought about that.
Who would win? An average ape or Donkey Kong?
Well,
right now, they're looking like they're going to be 1-1.
Yeah, when there's no barrels to throw, so I mean, you know, no Gragas in this game, so it doesn't quite work out. I don't know any other Donkey Kong stuff. There are like ladders in that game, maybe. Like you go up it, you jump over barrels. Seems pretty simple.
Fought a crocodile. Maybe it's an alligator. I don't know. I don't remember the differences between those two. Oh, a huge amount of damage here onto Cobra. Nade will finish him off. It's a great opening here for Damwon, but can they press the issue and take advantage of this? They see the drop down. Secret is ready. Lawrence eliminated. Turret finished off. Texture pulls back as he is low HP.
That turret is super annoying.
It definitely can be. Chibop rolls himself back up to full HP. Texture going to have to wait about 30 seconds or so if he wants to receive a heal. All Damwon looking to defend. Kelly, however, cannot trade any damage back. Halbei's still going to be fully topped up as he gets that kill. Secret trying to play the angle, but again cannot find the shot. JoJo finds 2. Suddenly 2v2, and now it's all Secret on his lonesome. 3 kills for him, 3 for JoJo. Gets the snap. Is he ready for the flank? Gets the dink on the Halbei, but he cannot finish him off. It's going to be a little bit close here, but I think the spike is going to detonate, so we continue onward. Halbei cannot quite make it happen despite racking up multiple kills in the round. We just keep pushing forward. DWG-Kia, is this the road to overtime?
It very well could be. That was fantastic work. My word. Secret just doing such a good job working the angles of yellow. Back and forth, keeping himself cagey, just hitting some clutch shots. I mean, he almost had Halbei too. Yeah. That was darn close to winning that just on that alone, but still, he bought enough time for it to go off. And DWG-Kia, yeah, 2 more to go. They got to win 2 in a row here. And then, you know, win 2 in a row at some point if it goes to overtime.
Yeah. Well, drone not going to be afforded really any vision. So everybody plays back and they just finish that one off. Here's that one way. Do they deal with it differently this time? Do they do anything to deal with JoJo? If I'm Secret, I just lob a rocket
Brimstone smokes! There we go!
Okay, rocket is ready. He looks to the right. Hasn't spotted anything yet. Is going to have to let this go pretty soon. Gets up top, wants to let it out into mid. Won't be able to find a target. Poison Orb coming through. Chibop finds JoJo. He's dead. Suddenly it looks winnable for the side of DWG-Kia. Quite a bit of damage out on the Chibop and Secret. Heal starts coming through. Chibop does get dropped in the end. Halpe finding another one as Lawrence picks off 2. 2v5 for the defense now. JoJo takes a lot of damage. Lawrence just yeets himself forward on the zip line. Gets up top. 4 kills for him in the round. The defuse comes in. And Icebox will be taken by APE Prince. We are going to Ascent.
Let's go. What a defense here for APE. JoJo showing you how to Viper. Those one-way poison clouds never really dealt with. He's all over the place, landing some fantastic shots. Even when he's rotating over to B, he's coming in there and doming people.